Long time no see. I'm looking at my feed right now. Sorry. I'm trying Wi-Fi. Usually I'm plugged in. I'm wired connection, so I'm trying the Wi-Fi, see if that works. So I don't know if it does. I think it does. No, maybe. Maybe I'm getting blocked up. I don't know. Yep, it is. Every time I try to do something, it gets screwed up. See if that does something instead.
Is it locking up? You having streaming troubles?
I was trying to do it on Wi-Fi and it wasn't working.
What?
Yeah, so now...
Saw myself in the past.
Well,
It's like time travel.
I'm trying to get it to work, but I tried Wi-Fi, but anyway, this computer is not great for that. What? What are you looking at?
Just reading the stuff.
Reading the stuff, looking at the screen. This light's not on either. Yeah. Alright. So, let's see. Where is this? Oh yeah, I want to make sure that this one is just still working. I'm going to plug this in and leave it on while we work.
Hey.
Hey, what?
There's a bulb out.
You're a bulb out.
It's fingertip. So the fingertip isn't lit. And I think they're supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure the bulb's not out. Is it unlocked?
I don't know. I can't squeeze in there. I'm too fat.
You are a big fatty.
Too fat. Holy crap.
What?
It's gonna be arcading tomorrow.
Look at the stopwatch. All the bulbs are lit, right? They're doing their little flashy stuff. They're all lit up.
There are two different kinds of bulbs.
Well, you
Is
probably didn't do this one yet.
Is that one? I probably didn't. I didn't.
It's what? Too steep. It's too steep. Oops, wrong one. Meant to do that.
You got warm light in there, man. What's up with that?
I don't know. Why don't you,
Why's you got mixed, cool, and warm? I don't get it, man. Are you streaming right now?
I am streaming.
Because now I gotta watch what I say?
You know, what were you trying to say though?
Just, watch what I say.
Don't say the naughty stuff. Are you gonna mess with this or should I put this back?
Yeah, you put it back. I'm not gonna mess with it now. I just thought.
Yep. That's how you want to be. Stretching out over a pinball machine.
Very nice.
Yeah, all the buttons are working for the control panel, but I couldn't find those metal things.
No idea.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You're the guy that did it.
What do you mean I did it? What did I did?
The metal triangles.
Right, but what did I did?
You had them with the plastics, but I don't see them in with the plastics.
They weren't on top of the Jolly Joker Joker.
I don't know. Are they on top? No, they're not on top of that. Are they on top of Rally X? With the other parts that you did? So basically, I'm going to try to get all the parts together for the control panel while leaving this on, making
And they
sure
weren't
that it's
back there
still.
when you were
works.
Not on top of the Star Wars. It's very strange.
Did you give them away to that guy down the street that was looking for metal triangles?
Yeah, homeless guy needed them. Trying to do my part. Nah, they got to be in this room. It's probably one of those, you're doing other things and you set them off to the side and.
I think maybe I should. Oh, so much stuff. I got to clean up for tomorrow.
Oh no, piece of plastico.
That's part of the flipper from Superman. So on these plastics, since I think I could put the plastics back on.
Don't these go here?
Yeah, but there's metal ones that go underneath them.
What? So it won't, how would there be metal? It won't light up.
They got a hole in the middle. They're metal triangles. You put them somewhere. So when I put these back on, you want to put the chrome nubbins on them?
Nubbins.
Chrome nubs?
I don't remember those at all, dude.
You do remember them.
I don't.
What did you do?
I don't remember doing anything with them.
I need them. They're important.
Importante. I really don't know.
Here's more parts.
I'm fairly confident they are not in that room.
Well, your confidence is lacking.
They're in here somewhere. They're in here.
Got these guys here. Oh, here's all these parts. I'm just trying to get all the parts together for the control panel because Brent promised me he'd have the control panel.
But I was trying not to be
done.
derailed on the other project. I'm trying to finish one
I understand
project.
that. I understand
And
that.
then we'll go to work on these bad boys.
I understand that.
I can't do everything.
I understand. Well, you should do everything. Everything needs to be done by you. So while I try to gather up all this other stuff, I really want to. I'm really just keeping this on to make sure that this does not freak out on me again. Because I don't know why I did. For a while. Oh, is that frozen? No, it's not frozen. I just went the wrong way. All right. Went that way. Anyway. Feel free to chat. Feel free to talk. What's going on in your day? What's going on in your lives? What new pinball things or arcade-related things? This is not it. This is part of my mounting thing. Where's this stuff? Why is this light got turned off? Oh. Alright, we got these things redone. Control panel parts. Look how shiny they are, even though, yeah, there's some age and some wear, but we got them pretty shiny. And I don't remember how it goes back together. Luckily, there's instructions somewhere. I really want those triangles. Oh, more parts. This piece we got to redo. This is a plastic zap button, so we got to redo that and get a decal that says zap on there. Everything else here is worthless. Yeah, we're not putting the bob tilt back in because that's a stupid thing in this game. Crap. You lost my triangles and now I'm losing you forever. I don't know, again, we don't know why this got all screwed up, but I'm not going to complain that it's working. I don't like it when it stops working and then works on its own. Because then you don't know the problems. Alright, so we got control panel parts. I gotta remember how this all went back together. Oh my gosh. I do know where the lock bar goes. I know that. That goes there. This guy goes on top of it. Like that, I think. Or does it go underneath it? No, it goes on top. This is another reason why you should take a bunch of pictures and also remember how you put it back together. That one underneath. Right now, I'm convincing Brent to finish the controls. He's trying to drill it out so he can paint them. If not, he's just going to try to paint them a different way. That. So yeah, so the mystery of the missing metal triangles will have to just keep going on. Alright, that goes there. The breakdown of parts is over here. And tomorrow we finally get to have, the arcade's not open, but we get to, tomorrow and Saturday we have 2 bookings for the arcade, so it'll feel like normal, except not very many people. And if our county can turn to green, we can turn the arcade on and have it open for everybody. Don't know. We got to start making some of this money back. We've spent so much money on machines and parts. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little daunting. There's the control panel. I know I took pictures. I'll find it in my phone, I guess. Holy crapoly. That is a lot of parts. It's probably just because it's the breakdown. It seems like a lot of parts, but it still feels like a lot of parts. Put that up there for a second. Alright, I know this guy. This was in here, goes and does that thing. So I'm missing a bucket still. I'm missing a bucket, I think. Total parts unknown. Alright. Let me get, I don't like that I'm doing that. Let me get this thing. It's my new bottom. Let's put that there so I can feel better about placing these things. I know this goes underneath of that. Essentially, which way does it go? Let's go like this underneath there. And that's why I'm missing a ton of screws. And this goes underneath here. Who designed this? Who designed this game? Why? Why? I'm missing parts. Why? What did you do with my parts? Oh wait. You did see them. I'll go back through the videotape.
I don't remember that stuff.
You did see them.
Are they inside?
No, they're not inside.
Not on top?
No, they're not on top.
That's very strange.
But this is where my other parts went. Yeah. They are 2 metal triangles, the right size for these corners. Put that back on because we want it to stay on. Here's this cup. Ooh, screws fell out. That we painted. Screws. We got some rubbery things. Oh man, I wish I had more time earlier this week to do stuff, but everybody got their stimulus checks and now we've been busy. So I've gotten to the point where I was like, man, I just want to take a break. Alright, these guys need to be redone. I've got spare ones, but I think I can just redo these. and make them myself. These are the ones that go on the back. Or, nope. Nope. Brent said he was going to clean these. Oh, he doesn't even know about it. What else have I got in here? Coinmex. That. There are dead bulbs, because Brent likes to collect dead bulbs. He has this fascination with keeping the incandescent bulbs. I don't know why. There's another one of these screws. I kept all the parts together somewhere. Alright, I'm going to have to break out my phone with the instructions. But hey, how's it going, everybody? Have a chat. Feel free to talk. Doesn't have to be about Hyperball. Hey, what's going on? Is this place called the Arcade Dungeon in Brookfield? No, we are in Alamogordo, New Mexico. But I don't even know where Brookfield is. Where's Brookfield? These guys. When are you open? We are not allowed to be open yet in our state because of COVID. But normally when we are open, it's from 5 to 10s on Fridays and Saturdays. And it's all volunteer basis. We don't make any money doing this. We just do it for the love of the game. Did you break something?
These things just won't drill. I don't know. We bent the punch trying to punch them out. And the drill bits just spin. They don't seem to, like...
They are never meant to be taken apart again. That was William's little joke to everybody. You cannot take your control panel apart. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Gotta have another one of these. I'm not sure. See, this is why I have to get my... thank you. This is why I have to get all of my camera stuff out. Because I gotta figure out where all of this stuff went. Oh, I know where some of this went. These little guys go on the switches. Another thing I want to do, and I know it's not, it's not real pinball, but I've been really thinking about it for a while. I'd really like to make a virtual pinball. Not for the arcade, but for like my house. Because I think that'd be fun to have all those different ones to play, but I do not know anything really about computers. At least I don't know enough about computers to figure out how to build it and then buy all those parts.
Daniel,
What?
you got jumper cables?
Do I have jumper? Not in this car, no.
Not in that vehicle, the other vehicle. Yeah. Anyway, where are you at?
Who's broken down? Somebody broke down? Oh no, somebody needs jump cables. There are so many little parts here. And I don't think I cleaned some of this stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, I should have cleaned some of this.
Yeah, I know. Alright, and you need what? That and water? Okay, alright, I'll be there shortly. Okay. Well, that doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, man. So far, this is still working. That's good.
Okay, alright, well, that's all you need me to bring. Cables and water. Alright, I'll be there. Give me a few and I'll be there. Alright.
Who's that?
Dad.
He doesn't have stuff?
He's broke down on the bypass because, you know, in the old van.
Oh.
Just a bit of all this stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to clean these things. I know these, I should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go to the switches. I know that's kind of hard to see. They're tiny, and I'm slightly not on camera. There we go. All these little bits. I gotta remember where all these bits went. And all that. So my goal is to get as much of this together. And then all I'll have left is the controls that hopefully Brent will be taken care of. After he gets back from giving a jump to his dad. Alright, we'll drag out. All this stuff is taking up space in my camera roll anyway. I need to get all that. So these 3 things go into there. Cool, cool. Let me make sure that's all the parts. And then we have the stuff down here. These little plastic rods and thingamajiggies. And I need to clean some of this stuff. So I should probably fill up a little cup with some alcohol to get a little bit, to get Pinball a little bit tipsy.
I'm in this old van. Yeah.
And the thing I'm working on right now, this is my replacement ball drop thing. Okay, so some of these are just a little bit gooey. Took it apart. Man, there's so much. All these guys have to go on here. I know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Along with the lock washers. What's fun about these little nuts is that they're tiny. So you have to go buy jumper cables?
No, he doesn't even go that far.
Oh. Okay. I brought the car that doesn't have jumper cables. But I also drive standard, so they kind of like, you can start them without jumper cables. So, there we go. This guy go in there. Get off my... Alright, we were looking at pictures. And remember, I got after this, see, I'm kind of waiting on Brett for some things, but I still want to get and do Spaceship, and we're going to do Superman, Devil's Dare, going to finish that. Jeez, how far back did I take this apart? That's that. Oh, there we go. Found them. This is January. Uh-oh. I started to take this apart in January. That's not a good sign. So what is it right now? March? January 19th? Hey, almost exactly 2 months ago. Alright, so the first picture has this. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. Okay. This guy. Get the lock bars last. We'll get the lock bar out of the way. We don't need that. It's got to go on this anyway. Under it, over it, under it, under it. Yeah, okay, now my mind is starting to see it again. That's all I want. I just want to be able to see what's going on. Lock bar last. Stop being confused. Remember that you can hear the whirring sound? That's because this fan down here stays on all the time that the game is on to help cool off Mr. Coyle over here. Oh, which, by the way, who is it? APB Enterprises, whoever does coils, finally got back to me on Pinside, and they said that they actually have a replacement, not an exact copy, but a replacement that will work for the coil. So, I might get that from these guys. Upside down or backwards. Man, oh yeah, there we go. Like that. There it is. I can see it now. Aha! Alright, so there's some parts I need to start at the end of the track and work my way back. Those guys. Ooh, there we go. Big goopy goo. So this guy, where's it at? Oh, it's down here. It's not going to be good that I have parts everywhere. This guy and this guy. These two fell in love this way, which means there must be a lock washer on there this way. So this is to slide backing up. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to put a little bit of lithium grease. This guy, whoever did this before, he put a lot of whatever grease that is all up in there. We're not going to do that much. It just needs a little bit to keep flowing smooth. Alright, so this will be last. Starting to figure it out now. This goes in here. I'm going to have to find... There has to be one of these that holds it on. Cut that off. Does it make sense? I don't know. Okay. Tracks backwards. Alright. That goes there. Those guys go up there. Which means I need to get the parts that are under here too. I need this. These guys. That's just a button. And there's another locking. Wonder if this is the size that goes on here. Probably is. Everything else, got these bolts. There's some that I still have to get from underneath. How are we doing on the controls and score? All that looks like it's still lit up the right way, so that's good. How about down here? That's still lighting up the way it's supposed to. One, two, three. And another washer. Daunting task when you take it all apart. Another thing I lost is my favorite headlamp is gone. I'm having to use my old headlamp. So, hey, Wild Dog, I've been watching your progress on this for months. Just want to thank you for your hard work and sharing this with folks. Thank you, Wild Dog Arcade. Hopefully we're getting close to the end. I think my problem with the scores and stuff seems to have fixed itself, so once I get the control panel put back together, we should be almost done with this thing, at least working wise. There's some beautification stuff that we still need to do too, but yeah, I like to be able to do what I can do and help out the community and see if there's any more parts that are stuck under here. Nope. Alright, so that is all that. Now, I think what's nice is this fan's giving me a nice little cool breeze while I'm trying to figure this out. Now I need back to the book. Awesome, and yeah, for sure. Especially for such an unusual game. Glad you're saving it. Thank you. As much as I'm loving this, I can't wait to just play it, and then I can't wait to move on to the next because we got so many games now to do. All right. So the only parts we're not going to be able to put on are the actual control things because that's what Brent's working on. Now, what I'm trying to look at, yeah, I was right. So that one E-clip will go on the back side of this. So I can just do that. So that goes like that. And then this E-clip goes on here like that. So that doesn't fall out. But it's going to be super loose because that is what goes on the rod for the shooter. So we want, yeah, there's a lot of space, but to keep from the wear, we're a little bit of lithium grease. And what do I talk about lithium grease? I mean this stuff right here. That's what I'm going to do, and not anywhere near as much. We're just going to do a little bit to lubricate that stuff. Once I get it all put back together as much as possible. But hey, I did the first part. There's that. Goes like that. Hey. Here we go. Alright, the next part. Oh, I have to disconnect. Where's it at? Oh, pieces are breaking off. That's lovely. Trying to disconnect the wiring harness right now that I had hooked up because we were testing it. I forgot. We need the wiring harness. We have the zap button that goes there. Okay. Wiring harness. Okay, so we're going to attach there. Pretty sure we're doing this, but we have, yeah, these mounts. Yeah. Yeah, now it's making more sense. It's making more sense. Can't wait for everybody to get to play this thing too. Especially if you've watched me do it and then you come down to the arcade. You get to actually play it. Alright, so that's there. Ah, that's what those things are. These things, these metal things, are what go up underneath here and are actually actuating the switch. So they're like a little buffery thing. There we go. Still looking good on the controls on the score panel, so I'm going to zoom down here for a minute. On that side, so we get a better look at this. Now, that means I have 6, I'm guessing these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh my gosh, 6, and I forgot that they're flatheads. The inventor of flatheads should die. It's probably dead already. Cool. And then these guys, they're not super cleaned off, but let me just dunk them for a second. Making more sense. What's up? I don't know. Is his truck here? Oh, he went to go to his dad. Could be busy at the restaurant because, yeah, the stimulus checks hit. I mean, I didn't get mine yet, but apparently people got their stimulus checks and are not paying their bills. They're buying pizza. They're buying a lot of pizza. And, yeah, we've been busy the last few days as everybody's been getting their stimmies. Their stimmies. Buy some chicken nuggies with my stimmy. Of course, I gotta pay bills with mine. Did I get it? Let me check. Nope. Still no stimulus check for me. Anybody else got their stimulus check? I wish I could have the $1,400, but I've already spent it like months ago on important things. Parts. Alright, so that guy's gonna go there. Not yet. I know I'm supposed to get one. Yeah. I thought they were supposed to all be out by the 17th, is what I thought. Or that's what I heard, or whatever. But I need to get one because for some reason, I don't need to get one. This is the first time ever I had to pay taxes. I don't know if everybody's done their taxes yet. But it's not like my work situation changed, but all of a sudden, instead of getting a huge chunk refund, I had to pay freaking $51. I'm like, what? That's not right. Why should I have to pay? That's what I pay all year for. Ooh, don't have a cut on your hand in doing this. Slight little cut on my finger. It does not like the alcohol right now. Dude, I pulled this apart. No, Dracula, I don't. I pulled this apart in January. I should have had all that time to clean this. I was so excited with other things. If you've seen where we started with this thing, this thing was like dead on dead. First thing we did was change out the power cord because that's always what we check is power cord and check the fuses. And then we got that going, and then we had to change out the power switch wasn't working, and oh my gosh, we did a whole cap kit. We did the mod for the bridge rectifiers. We put a lot of effort into this little game. Why did I throw that away? I don't know, maybe I went up with tax bracket. I don't know. Ooh, hey, that was two. Two washers in one. And two clips in here, two E-clips. Not an eclipse, but two E-clips. Remember like all the gunk that was all on the ball lift and stuff that we cleaned all that off? Got it working. Yeah, there's been a lot of effort to get this guy. And I remember what Brent said when he bought it. The guy who sold it to him was like, yeah, just, plug it in and play it. You're not going to have to do anything. Yeah, you have to do everything. At least the Superman is pretty well shaped, other than I have to buy new flippers because they're one cracked. Redo a flipper kit, clean it up. We're going to repaint the cabinet, so that'll be our first stencil job. Will be on Superman. And we're priming that because Star Trek, we're going to do that one too, and I'm going to do a whole brand new playfield on Star Trek, which that'll be my first playfield swap. So there's that. Alright. So I want to make sure that I put these in the right direction. I already know which screws we're getting at. Just want to make sure that these are facing the direction they were. The camera was right here. Alright, so this one is facing the right way. Middle one, can't really see it, but I think it goes that way. Obviously, whichever way makes it line up to the center, I guess. And then this one is this way. Alright. We'll screw those in, but I need to get flathead, because they're stupid flatheads. Stupid flatheads. Here's the flathead. And these guys. Putting control panels back together. If our county goes green, we can open in a week. But our county looks like it's not doing too good on its COVID count. I'm thinking we're going to go backwards instead of forwards, which sucks. But we can't control that. It's not our thing. There we go. What's happening? It's happening now. Remember, I have super zoom on this camera. I was trying to do this with the Wi-Fi, but But the Wi-Fi apparently does not work on this computer very well. It's a cheapy computer I bought so I can stream, and it does not like to be on Wi-Fi. There we go. Get that guy back in there. Yes. And yes. Also make sure that this wiring harness is facing the right way. There's these two plastic clips that I just broke off because really that just happens. They're just ancient. Ancient. I gotta loosen up this tripod. The closer you get to something, the harder it is to see it. Oh. I wish these weren't flathead screws. I wish these weren't flathead screws. But they are. There we go. I've been thinking a lot about designing my own pinball machine. I'm trying to get myself more versed in all the machines that have come out to see if I can think of something that's different, and I've got a couple ideas. Hopefully. I was intrigued by my Superman idea, but I kind of want to incorporate it into a different idea that I have. And then figure out how you build these things. Find programmers and people that know how to cut wood. There we go. Hot screwing action. Make sure these are nice and tight. We don't want our switches falling off. Oh wait, crap. Speaking of falling off, I should put these freaking things in. Dang it. That's my bad. My bad. I'm so stupid because I don't know. I only took it apart the one time. I can't remember this stuff. Let me look real fast and see if it's under the piece of metal or over the piece of metal. Under it. Alright, back to what we were doing. This little piece goes under it. And then like that. There we go. They're all the same size, hopefully. Let me make sure. Obviously, if one's a different size, that's the middle one. Alright. Middle piece goes in first. This is like, what was the other thing that I took apart and took me forever to... Oh yeah, the actual gun coil. We took that apart a long time ago, and I had to figure out how to put it back together. But, so I want to try and get... I know Jacob and his friends should be working on a prototype for a new gun coil, but I kind of want to get this other guy's replacement that he says works, just to have a backup and to see what it looks like. So I have to contact him again on Pinside. Here's that. Alright. This middle one here is just the zap button. The Frank Zappa button. So I need to go back to the other one and redo it. Going back. Going back. All the lights are still working. It's going to be weird to actually control this with a controller and not just be pushing the micro switches. There we go. This little piece goes on here first. There we go. Man. Need to keep track of how long we're keeping this game on. In a track mode, anyway. Also, tomorrow when I'm doing the arcade, I want to see. I might need to get a longer cord, but oh crap! I have to fix my Centipede out there, and I'm going to see if I can stream that to show you how to adjust the power supply in a Centipede, which uses the AR2 board, power supply board. But I'm getting some funky lines on my Centipede that go away after a while, but nonetheless they're still there. Loosen this up. There we go, center that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now that flap right there. That one's under there. Over to this side over here. Over here, over there. Putting your flaps in. Flap, flap, flap. So one of the things I want to do when I'm thinking about designing my own pinball is I'm trying to think of using traditional parts in a different way. Use them as they weren't originally intended, but it would be a cool way to do it. One of the things I keep coming back to is like using a flipper as a gate, but then you could also still use it as the flipper. So you can have like this extra flipper, but it's also blocking something that when you hit it right, it opens up something behind it. And then maybe using pop bump. What are you doing? Maybe using pop bumpers in a different way, or slingshots in a different way. All those common things that you see in pinball machines, and see if you can just use them in a different way that makes it different and exciting. Use a ramp in a different way, or kickouts. So I'm trying to look at all the games that are out there to try to think of different ideas. Not to say I'll ever get to that point of being able to really design it, but I at least want to shop it out there in my mind. Alright. There we go. So each one of these now has a flappy flap. So I think I can put this thing back on. But let me make sure I put it on the right way. I think it goes this way. Maybe. If only I had some sort of picture. It goes the other way. Alright, so that, right? Am I missing things? Ooh, I'm still missing parts, but whatever. We'll get there. Yes, I'm doing this the right way. Alright. So that goes that way. This one goes here. This one in the middle. And then the other one on the side. We already know that the switches work because I tested them. Coming over here, moving stuff around. Ooh, look at that big bee. Look at that bee. What a bee. Alright, just want that there. These are so fun, they're so tiny. Yep, that's the way it went. This one. This in there. This goes in there. Alright. I think that's just, oh yeah, so the flap is to give it some space to line up, I guess. Alright. I'm doing it right. What are you talking about? Yep. I don't have small enough fingers for this. That. There we go. And then nut on the back. Yes. Nut on the back. Maybe, come on, don't fall. And it fell. At least it's got nowhere to go. Don't you hate it when you drop one of these like screws or nuts or whatever on the bottom of a playfield and then it's just kind of lost in the wires? And no amount of shaking is going to get them to fall out. Come here, buddy. Might need a different screwdriver. This one might not be a narrow enough tip. I know where there's a... Hold on. Dang it! Dang it! These are just, this one's just too wide for this. I gotta have a precision screwdriver somewhere. Precision. Wouldn't have to if you had freaking Phillips heads instead of flat heads. Huh. Well, crap. Be so precise to lose it. Found one. Found one. Still gonna suck. Because it's at this stupid little angle. Flatheads suck. Flatheads. Oh man. All right, so I think the other ones should be easier. I say that, but I don't know. Still missing parts. Oh wait, no, okay, I'm not missing parts. Those go on. There's these big metal brackets, and I forgot, those are actually on the controls themselves. That's what goes back in this back spot that I'm just now remembering. There we go. Clicky, clicky. Doing the thing with the thing inside. There we go. There we go. Tiniest little lock washers are not designed for fat fingers. I wish I could, like, at random points turn my hands into Barbie size hands and you could just grab these tiny little things. Yes, it would be freakish and people would be scared of me, but I think the ease of use would be more important than looking like a freak. Oh my gosh. There we go, that side. Tiny fingers. Tiny, tiny fingers. I guess you would easily break them then. I broke my fingers because they were tiny and I forgot they were tiny and... Ugh. Or maybe they designed some switches that don't need to be screwed in with tiny little screws. I know a lot of modern ones just have the threaded mounts, so you don't have to actually use the whatchamadiddly. You don't have to use a nut at the back. But hey, we're not doing anything modern. We are doing old school. Nice. That one's tight. Clicky clicky. Alright, that goes there. We're still gonna, we took it off, but we'll still find something to hold this down. Either zip tie on a new sticky pad thing or something. But at least that one went a lot easier. Getting closer to getting this back together with its tiny screws and its tiny, tiny window. There we go. We shall do battle once more. Dracula chiming in. Dracula was one of my first major sprucing ups, and most of my time was spent on the Mist Multi-Ball getting that thing to work again. Because holy crap, what a pain in the butt. It's a great feature when it's working, but when it's not working, the Mist Multi-Ball is a pain in the butt. I had to replace the long optic. They had already put a new home pin optic in there, so it wasn't original already, so they put a new one in there, and it wasn't working right, And then finally I found out it was actually the home pin thing. So I bought a new one. It's a newer version, and there you go. Fix that spot. And then the telephone wire part got all tangled up, and oh man, it is not. Some of these mechs can be cool, but they are a pain in the butt. The T-Rex in Jurassic Park was a pain in the butt when mine wasn't working. To the point where Stern just sent me a new T-Rex. So I think another thing, if I'm going to design a pinball, I want toys, but they have to be like bulletproof, easy mech toys. There we go. Where's that one? Yay! Alright, so that part, which means now it's this thing. I think I'm going to have to go back to the photos. Back on the photos. Alright, so I can't put these guys. Can't put these guys on until I have the controls. Which, let me go grab one, because Brett's not done with it anyway. Let's talk about why I don't have these yet. These are the controls. The reason is we are trying to get these freaking pins out so we can take off the handle and paint it really well and, you know, work it out. Originally we were going to powder coat it, but that fell through. But we wanted to get these pins out, and no matter trying to drill them out, trying to hammer them out, they are freaking fused in there. But anyway, so this bottom part going in at the back here and gets clipped on with these E-clips, which means I'm not going to be able to get that part. So there's those two E-clips, and then we have these big screws on the back to hold this on. So we again, we're not going to get all of it put back together, but at least we can get some of the major stuff here. Major stuff. The biggest thing and the most important thing about me streaming right now is it keeps me from having to go to the restaurant. Because I know the restaurant's busy. It's freaking Stimulus City over there. It's so stimulating. Alright. Now, how did this go in? These things get locked into these guys right here. So these are also going to get a little bit of lithium grease when we get to that point. But I got to figure out how to get this. How did this come out? How did this even happen? Is there something else that we took off to do that? Do I have to take... No, I can't take these screws out. I have to be able to put that back in without taking the screws out. Thank you. Thanks for following everywhere. Thank you. That goes there. That goes there. Yeah, that's it. It's not even like a complex mech. It's not hard, but how did this... Do I have to start back here? On this side of it? Maybe? Maybe that's what I gotta do. Hold on. Oh. And then this one. There we go. Maybe? Yes? No? Oh, I'm still getting caught up here. There we go. There we go. Ah, ha 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 ha. So now, what keeps this on? Gravity? Gravity and these guys. So that will go under here. Right? Hold on. Wait, what? It does go underneath. It goes underneath these flappy deals. So that means they're like this. Oops. Kinda. If I can do it right. That. And again, we're going to have a little bit have to do some lubrication here then. We have to wait for the controls to put this piece back on. So they go underneath here, slide back and forth with that. Little bit of lubrication. Not a lot. Not a gallon of it like that guy did. Alright, so that there. Now, can I put, without putting these other things back on, can I put the rest of it back together? That's the question. Or do I need to wait until the control panel is done? There. So that would be that this is like this, and this guy goes underneath here like that. Which means it's in my way. Which means no, I can't put that back together. But it doesn't mean I can't put the lock bar back on, right? The lock bar goes on this other side like that. And they're just two separate pieces. Which means when that's like that, then without that falling out. So that would be how that sits like that. And this, freak me out, sit on top of it like that. And then our controls, and then our button thing. So I am kind of stuck. I still have to wait for the control panel, or the actual controls. Alright, well, let's try something else here. Since now this is put back together, at least momentarily, until we get the other pieces back on. And we will lubricate when that happens. I'm going to stick these back up on top of our Rally X. And let's just go over a little bit of functionality then. I think these guys need to go into a bin. A bin of safety. Safety bin. Not the alcohol. That's alright. Apparently that's what happens when you're waiting on somebody else to help you. If I was doing it myself, I wouldn't have to wait. But I want Brent to help me because he's in this with me too. Alright, so that's that way. Let's get this out of the way for a second. We're going to just mess around with functionality here for a minute. Since it's been on. It's been on now for at least an hour. These are the two side rails that we'll just sit this cup to, along with this stuff. And then these were the pins that we got to actually go into the controls, but we can't get the controls apart. there's this. Now this thing gets so dirty so quickly. I don't know how we're going to keep it clean when we're actually playing it. We got 1 credit. Let's see if I kill a light in here. Got one. Let's turn this back. Alright, let me try something. I forgot, our wiring harness is now attached to this thing. I forgot! Ugh! So many cords. How do TV studios do this? Alright, we're going to cheat. Obviously, we're going to cheat. Put this back in there. We're going to turn this over. That for now. Should be able to push the buttons, I think. Well, we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out when we start it up. Nothing's hitting. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'll do that. Still going? Exploring cannon. Game over. At least that part was working, right? We get that guy. So the other thing I was going to do, there sometimes the balls are getting stuck in these holes. I think I'm just going to let them work themselves out. I think the more I play it, the more I'll just loosen that up instead of trying to really get in there and do it. Let me see. Get this wiring out of the way here. There we go. So yeah, we are still cheating because we don't have it all together yet. But turn that light off. We got a better shot. Turn the volume up a little bit. Getting there. Hyperball, hyperball. Does whatever a hyperball does. Alright. This guy can get out. So yeah, so like right now, there's a ball stuck in this one. And I think some of the other places, but I'm just going to wear it out, which by sitting there and shooting at it. Z-bombs. I don't think that switch is working there. so that I need those metal triangles. Some of the balls are jumping the track here. But, yeah, I think that's... Instead of fixating on trying to get those to work, I'm just going to do that. However, this one is staying lit right here. So, that switch might be stuck on this one right here. Like right now, shouldn't it be flashing? Or is it just ghosting? Because it kind of flashes with these ones. Maybe that's a bad bulb. Look, there's one here too. Maybe these are just ghosting bulbs or something, because I don't think that's... I don't think that's how they're supposed to work. And I need those triangles that Brent lost, and he says he never seen them before. Let's fire it again. Something. Game over. Huh. I think that... Sorry. Still got balls jumping up. I think these might be just messed up bulbs, right? Because there should be no reason that those are getting wonky. However, coil's not too bad. It's a little warm to the touch, but it's not hot. Phantom shock wasn't a real shock. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to see if I can drag this in, and maybe we can adjust the centipede so we can do an arcade game. Have to get the arcade ready for a party, private party tomorrow, and a private party on Saturday. So yay, we get some money. But at least I accomplished something here today. And then once he gets those control panels, gets the controllers done, really get in this. I don't want to put the plastics back on yet. One thing, I got to track down these stupid triangles that he says he's never seen before. So yeah, I'm going to do that. But otherwise, it's kind of fun. I accomplished something, and we left the game on now for over an hour. And the control, all the displays are functioning properly. So whatever the problem was before, it at least is gone right now. Yeah, other than that, I've been working all day, and I should get out of here before they try to drag me next door. But thank you guys for watching and hanging out. I will be back at it a little bit tomorrow, and we'll get a lot more in-depth repair streams happening soon, hopefully, once we get Hyperball out of the way. And then hopefully the arcade will be open and we can play and make some money, because I think I estimated that we spent out of our own pocket last year, even though the arcade was closed. I think we spent about $14,000 between repairs and where is the repairs and such. I don't know where my keyboard is. Oh yes, I do. I put it up here. So yeah, between all the stuff, like especially like Iron Maiden and Jurassic Park, those were big purchases last year. And then all the parts that we put into Line Drive, and we bought Superman, we bought the spaceship. We need the arcade to be open, man. We need to get some of our money back. Kind of hurts being closed. It's been a year now. Hopefully soon. But until then, hey, Dragon Slayer's over here now. We actually have a video game in here. And until then, I guess that's pretty much it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chiming in. Again, I'm always here for questions or just want to chat about anything. Let me know and we can do that. Otherwise, have a great evening. Enjoy the other streams out there. I'm sure there's some really great ones that people play. And I will see you for a little bit tomorrow while I work in the main arcade. I'm going to try to drag the computer over there. But thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.